The Texas Revolution, 1835 to 1836, was a complex and dramatic conflict that arose from deep-rooted political, social, and economic tensions between the Mexican government and the population of Texas, many of whom were Anglo-American settlers who had migrated from the United States during the early 19th century. After Mexico achieved independence from Spain in 1821, it inherited vast northern territories that were sparsely populated and difficult to control. And for this reason, the Mexican authorities initially encouraged foreign settlement in Texas through land grants, hoping that settlers would help stabilize and develop the region. These settlers, known as Texians, were required to become Mexican citizens, convert to Catholicism, and obey Mexican law. But in practice, many retained their language, Protestant faith, cultural identity, and close economic ties with the United States. Over time, serious conflicts emerged, particularly over the issue of slavery, which was central to the cotton-based economy of many settlers, but increasingly opposed by the Mexican government, culminating in its official abolition in 1829. Tensions intensified further when President Antonio López de Santa Anna abandoned Mexico's Federalist Constitution of 1824 and imposed a centralized political system, reducing the autonomy of states and provinces, including Coahuila and Tejas. Many Texans viewed these changes as a betrayal of earlier promises and feared the loss of local self-government, legal rights, and economic freedom. Resistance initially took the form of political protests and conventions, but the situation escalated into armed conflict in October 1835 with the Battle of Gonzales, where Texian settlers refused to return a small cannon to Mexican authorities, an act that became a powerful symbol of rebellion. As fighting spread, Texian forces achieved early successes, including the capture of Goliad and San Antonio de Bayar, temporarily driving Mexican troops from much of Texas. However, Santa Anna responded decisively by leading a large, well-trained army northward to crush the rebellion and reassert Mexican authority. In early 1836, the conflict took a dramatic turn with the siege and fall of the Alamo, a former mission in San Antonio defended by a small force of Texian volunteers, including figures such as William B. Travis, James Bowie, and Davy Crockett. After a 13-day siege, Mexican troops overran the Alamo, killing all the defenders, an event that, while a military victory for Mexico, became a powerful rallying cry for the Texian cause. Shortly afterward, another devastating blow occurred at Goliad, where Mexican forces captured and executed several hundred Texian prisoners under orders from Santa Anna, an episode that shocked public opinion and intensified hatred toward the Mexican army. Meanwhile, on March 2, 1836, Texian delegates gathered at Washington-on-the-Brazos formally declared the independence of Texas, establishing the Republic of Texas and drafting a constitution that reflected many American political ideals, including the protection of slavery. As Santa Anna advanced eastward, the Texian army, led by Sam Houston, adopted a strategy of retreat, avoiding direct confrontation while training troops and waiting for a favorable opportunity. This period of withdrawal caused panic among civilians, known as the runaway scrape, as families fled eastward to escape the advancing Mexican forces. The decisive moment came on April 21, 1836, at the Battle of San Jacinto, when Houston launched a surprise afternoon attack on Santa Anna's camp near the San Jacinto River. The battle lasted less than 20 minutes, but resulted in a crushing Texian victory, with Mexican forces routed and Santa Anna himself captured the following day while attempting to flee.
As a prisoner, Santa Anna was forced to sign agreements promising to withdraw Mexican troops from Texas, effectively ending the conflict, even though the Mexican government later disputed the legality of these agreements and refused to officially recognize Texan independence. The Texas Revolution thus resulted in the creation of an independent republic that would exist for nearly a decade, struggling with economic instability, diplomatic challenges, and internal divisions, before ultimately being annexed by the United States in 1845, a decision that heightened tensions between the United States and Mexico and directly contributed to the outbreak of the Mexican-American War, making the Texas Revolution a pivotal event in the history of North America.